Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I wanted to do, let's just start over. So you might see me in this same outfit, well you will, 3 different times because today I'm going to knock out 3 different videos. I'm going to do my Makeup Forever brush review, and I'm going to do a haul with a giveaway, and then I'm going to do a lip swatch video of my new Urban Decay matte lipsticks. So there'll be 3 different videos, same outfit, excuse me, same outfit, but anyways, that really doesn't matter. So let's get started. So this video, as you can tell by the title, this is going to be my Makeup Forever brush review video, and what I wanted to do is actually do my face with the brushes, and as I'm doing it I will talk through how I like the brushes, what I don't like about them. I'm not sponsored by Makeup Forever, get that out the way. I bought these with my own money, get that out the way, and I am probably going to stop buying or I guess I don't need any more of the face brushes from Makeup Forever because I feel like I have enough of them that I can do my face without having to buy any more. So anyways, enough rambling, let's get into the video. I hope you like it. Stay tuned, share, like, thumbs up, subscribe this video, and let's just get into it. Bye. Alright guys, so I'm showing you my Makeup Forever brushes. I guess we can talk a little bit about the brushes. I'm not by any means a expert at brushes. I just like them. They feel amazing. So this is how they're just crafted, I guess. It has like a wooden handle, which is really nice compared to all the other brushes. Just, you know, just have regular like black handles. These actually have like wood, which is nice to look at, and the bristles are just extremely soft. If you watched my unboxing, you already saw, like, it is just heaven. Like, they feel so luxurious, so amazing. So let's get started. So I don't have anything on my face. I've washed and moisturized already, and what I'm using today are samples because I went to Sephora yesterday. I posted a picture on my Instagram and I did a little bit of damage, but I wanted to try out a new foundation because I'm finding that although I love my Kat Von D foundation, it's starting, I don't know, when I put it on inside, like in this room in the morning, it is gorgeous. It's just like my face looks just amazing. But then when I go outside and it's natural lighting and I'm taking a picture, I look really pale, which is hard to say for my skin tone, right? Like I shouldn't be the one saying I look pale, but I look really pale, and I don't know what's wrong. Maybe I've tried applying with brushes and a beauty blender and my fingers, and it's just I don't think I got the right color, but I got the darkest color there or in the line. Anyways, long story short, so I'm using the rest of my sample. This is the Makeup Forever Mattifying Primer. Amazing. If you want your face to be matte, use this. I can't, that's all I need to say. It's amazing. So I'm going to use the sample. I'm using the Urban Decay Naked Skin Foundation in 11 for my face. And the brush I'm going to use to apply the foundation is the Makeup Forever, and this is the 108 straight brush, and it's a flat paddle foundation brush. I usually don't go for these type of brushes, but I actually like this one because the surface area is pretty large, as you can see, and it doesn't leave any streaks, which I was like, that's weird. I'm thinking maybe because it's so thick, like it's a thick brush, and I'm sorry it's dirty because I used it yesterday, but it's a thick brush. So I'm wondering maybe that's why it doesn't leave any streaks. Anyways, so because this is just a sample thing, I'm going to have to go in with my fingers first, dot it on my face, and then I'll use that to move the foundation around because it's in a sample.
So it's just dots. It's all around. So how are you guys doing? I hope your weekend is going great. Staying busy or not busy, whichever one you prefer. I thought lazy weekends. Like, busy weekends are okay every once in a while, but don't make me busy every weekend. I'm just gonna dot. And this one thing I really love about this foundation, I guess I can do a foundation review too because I've already used it about twice, is it's so light and just...
I feel like I have nothing on my face when I use this. Alright, so with the brush, I'm just gonna go
in. And I'm mainly just like patting and going down. I'm not like, I'm patting and going down. So it's like a pat down motion. I'll go and put it like, and it's so great because the way it's shaped, you can go like right on your eye and just go right under your eyebrow without messing up what you've already done. You can go like right on top and just smooth that out. Because I already, well, kind of shaped my eyebrows. I didn't do it like with concealer or anything because didn't need to. But you guys ever get like your arm gets really tired when you put on your foundation? I don't know. I've been trying to lift more weights lately, so I think anytime I have my arms like engaged in doing anything, they start to heat up and I feel a little bit of a burn. I'm like, I'm just holding a cup and my arms are burning. Anyways, that's just the story of my life, right? Okay. And this foundation is just so freaking air light. Like, I think the one thing that my lighting may be a little off. I don't know how to fix that lighting, but we'll see. So then up here, I just use the top of it and I just go back and forth just to make sure it's blended into my hairline. Now, it is, I think my lighting is a little too bright, but in person it is like, I'm not wearing foundation. Like, my natural skin tone just is air light. Like, it looks like it's airbrushed in person. Like, the camera's picking my skin up a little light today. But in person, I look really airbrushed. And I don't know if it's the brush or the foundation or a combination of both. But yesterday I used it with the beauty blender and it's same effect, so I'm assuming it's the foundation. Alright, so that is my blended foundation with the 108. So this brush is, although it's very firm, it's still very soft. Your face isn't like getting pulled all over the place. You can work as slow or as fast as you want. The foundation I'm not really like precise because it's like, that's go all over my face. So I just work at it. I just go for it. But it's pretty good. I like it.
So that is that. And so what I usually do next is I'll go in with a, what brush is that? It's the 112 brush. And it's more of a dome shape. And I use this with powders and creams. But, so 112. But what I'll do with this one is I'll just go over my face just really quick. Just to make sure that all the foundation is blended correctly. Nothing got missed. And not so much to add more foundation. You can if you want, but I just make sure that it is blended. Alright. Over the eyes, make sure everything was good. Down my chin. Alright. So this, the 112, it's dense. It's very dense for a face brush. I love it because it's so dense. And it picks up product, but it doesn't have fallout, if you know what I mean. Like when you put it into your powder, it's not going to just like sprinkle off your brush into the air. So it grabs it, which I love. So you just dip it in, you swirl it in, whatever you like. It grabs onto it and it basically will put it where you want it to put, and it blends so amazingly. So I love it because I feel like I haven't been losing a lot of product. Some brushes, when you dip it in, you just do this and you just see it sprinkling away and you're like, well, I gotta re-dip. But with this, I mean, literally maybe 2 times into my face powder and my whole face is done. So that was the 112. And so after I've put on my foundation, I'll go in with my concealer, and I'm just a big staple of my NARS concealer in Dark 1 Cafe. I want to get into the Urban Decay concealer since I'm really loving their foundation, but that'll be a whole nother video. So with this, I am going to go in under my eyes because when I wake up, I have some serious dark circles. So I'm just going to put a little under my eyes here. And I'm not doing like a highlight. I'm really just doing this to hide the dark circles and just to make my eyelids a very neutral, regular color. around my eyelids. And the great thing with this brush, back to the paddle brush, is that you can also use it for concealer. So I will go in with that same brush I used for the foundation and just pat. And so for this one, I am just literally patting the concealer. Pat, 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 look up. I am literally patting it down. And I love it because I feel like it's not, like when you pat it, it's not just spreading it and then you get a sheer coverage. Like you're patting it because that is where it's going, and it blends it so amazingly. Like, that's where it's going. It's not going to be spread all over your face to where you have to add more concealer. And like again with concealer, I'm putting it on just to make my eyes not so dark. And with the excess, I'll put it around my lips because I have, I don't know, like feels like a shadow around my lips sometimes, on my nose. And so that's done. So I'm really in love with this 108 brush. And so after that, I'm going to go ahead and set my entire face. So when I want to set it, I have two different brushes. I have the 126, which is a pretty large powder face brush, and I also have the 130, which is like the big daddy of this set. And I love this brush because it's one, they're both soft, the quality of them the same, they are both soft, but two, if you want more of a air light movement, like you just want to quickly just sweep product like all over, done, quick, you're good, I would prefer this brush because it is so fluffy. Like you see the movement, I don't really have to pay attention to what I'm doing. I'm just like, good, gone. With this brush, the 126, it is still fluffy just like this, but it's a little bit more dense. So with this one, it would be the days where I have a very sheer foundation, but I don't want a sheer look, but I don't want to put any more foundation. So I'll put more powder, and with this one, it's more dense, so I'm more precise on where I'm putting my powder, versus with this one, the foundation did the trick, but I just need to set it. So I would do, for setting, this brush. For heavy on the powder foundation, the 126. So because I am loving how air light this is, I'm just going to use the 130, and I'm using my Makeup Forever in 178, and literally I'm just going to swirl. So picked up, no fallout, which I love, and I'm just going to go all over. Usually I barely look at the camera for this. This is just putting it everywhere. Great. With the 112, because I use it for both cream and or liquid and powder, the days that I just use powder, I can use this one along with the 126, but I use the what was this, 112 first. And really, you'll get into that product and you will place it where you want to place it, and then you blend it. And then I would go over it with the 126 because it is less dense, it's more fluffy, to blend out what the 112 had already done. But anyways, that's if you really love blushes. But really, you don't need all these brushes. You definitely don't need all these brushes. I love the brand, I love the brushes, so I have them. On the days that I want to do a highlight and contour look, that's when I get into the other brushes I have. So for highlighting, when I go under my eyes to set that highlight, I use the 152 brush, and it is basically the baby of the face brushes, I would say. Still domed, and still picks up product pretty well. No fallout. I mean, like, that's not going anywhere. And what I'll do is I'll just literally put it right under my eye, and it fits so perfectly just under my eye, just right there. Just so perfectly under my eyes. It's just wonderful. And then, you know, when I highlight my nose and bridge of my nose and my chin. Anyway, basically, so this is just a very good, the size is good for my face because I can just go just basically anywhere where I highlight just to set that highlight. Now when I do a contour, I use the 154, which I think on the website this is for blush, but look at my cheeks. Look at my cheeks. My cheeks are too big for this, but my contour is perfect to just get right there, right in the hollows. I'm not gonna contour today, but this is what I would use it for. I would literally just go right here, go in the perimeter of my face. Done, boom, perfect. And for blush, I have basically two favorite blushes. But my first favorite blush brush is the 128. It's like a paddle because it just goes like this. Looks like a paddle brush, but it is just one soft. But it's amazing to pick up blush on the side. So you just pick it up, pat it, pick it up, pat it, and then I sweep just to blend it out so it's not just like a, because this will pick up blush like no one's business. Like you gotta know where you're putting it. I'll go with some Crush. So I guess for showing purposes, I will show you how much it picks up, but this is definitely not how much I put on my face. So I will so this is just my Urban Decay in my Crush color for blush. So I pat, wiggle. That is how much blush that picked up. There's no ma'am, no sir. I can't, no. So because it doesn't let go of the product, so what I'll do, because it's not gonna let go, I'll pat it on my hand for this showing purposes. But what I usually do, and this is how much is left after patting, but I just pat, that's how much it picked up with one pat, and then I'll put, and if the color's not enough, I'll pat. It's crazy how much it picks up. And I'm not a big, like, I need people to see my cheeks, but I like to just have a little color because, you know, after foundation, your face is just like basically a clean drawing board. Nothing. I shook this 3 times, nothing. So I just love these brushes because they just pick up product like no one's business. It's just, they're great product. Though they're great brushes and you don't lose your product. Like, oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. These are like the best brushes I have bought. So, and then I just sweep, 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 sweep. And that is this is like the type of blush intensity that I would go for. So I'll put that back. Okay, so this is the 128. Love it for blush. Love it. That is all I use it for. And I mean, I'm not saying that you have to use these brushes the way I use them. If you find a different use for them, use them the way you know how to use them or you want to use them. This is just how I prefer to use the brushes, but definitely go with what you feel comfortable and use them for that. So this second brush is the 160. And with this one, it's more of like a tapered end brush. It's very, so it's circular and then it comes to a point. Whereas this one starts as it's going up. So this one's more paddle shaped. This one's more tapered shaped. So if you can see how this one's more of a dome coming to a point and this one's more of a paddle going to a point. So the 160, I would use this also to set my under eye as well. I can also use this for blush, just tap it in there and then just go at it for blush. You can basically use this for any type of situation. I wouldn't use it for liquid because it is so like loosely packed, I guess. It's not dense enough to hold liquid and to spread it out on my face, I found. So I'll use it for powder. So the last thing that I have to show you is highlighting, and I'm trying to get more into highlighting because I just love the way when the sun hits you, it's like your face just glows. And so for this one I got the 140, and this is the small highlighter brush. And so I just got this. It's the number 2 for Makeup Forever. It's their highlighting, and it's like highlighting and bronzer shade for darker skin tones. They have a number 1, which is a very light highlight and a very light bronzer. But anyway, so the top one is the highlight and the darker one is the bronzer. So I'll just go in with this brush. I'll sweep it over. Yeah, you see it. And then I will, so I usually smile real quick to find my highest point, and then I just sweep it on there. And I just sweep it on right here. And that's usually how I would highlight with this. So yeah, great for highlighting. If you have the Becca highlights, this picks up those highlights like me in a candy store, I guess. I don't know. You literally just tap and you've got enough highlight for your face in one tap. I thought it wouldn't, so when I went in, I swirled, and then I went, and I was like this was a strip of highlight. It was intense. Like trying to blend that out, I just kept blending more highlight up here, down here. It was a hot mess. So tap, and you've got enough to just do a sweep on both sides of your cheek. Tap, you have enough for this, for this, for this, for this, and this. Amazing brushes. So, alright, so that is my review for the Makeup Forever brushes. All in all, I love the brushes. The price range for them, for these bigger ones, they were pretty expensive. Well, not as expensive as some other brushes that are out there, I guess I should say. So I think for the quality you get for the brush, how they work, how they pick up product, how they don't waste your product, it's definitely worth the price, but not necessary. There are other cheaper brushes out there, especially Real Techniques, e.l.f. I've heard a lot of good things about e.l.f. I don't have any, but I do have some Real Techniques. Sigma brushes, they're alright. But yeah, definitely, even the Sephora brand has great brushes that are cheaper than the Makeup Forever brand. But still, as a brush line, I really do like them. I really love how they work, how they like you can get multiple purposes out of just one. Like this is foundation and concealer for me. This is blush and face powder and under eye setting. So you can definitely get a lot of use out of one. You don't need the entire line, and I by no means have the entire line, but the ones I have I'm happy with, and I hope you like the review. Thumbs up, like, share this video. If you want to see more, let me know. Comment down in the box and comment down below, and stay tuned for the next 2 videos that I am posting. Remember, one's going to be a haul with a giveaway at the end, so that's going to be fun, and the next one, and the other video is going to be a lip swatch of my Urban Decay lipsticks. I love making these videos for you guys. Have a safe weekend, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Love you. Bye.